Oh, not that again. They showed that 6 weeks ago. Why are they going to show a decent movie or something? Phew. Hey, B. What is it? You don't want to watch that stuff. Why don't you and I have a little game of cards? 10 cents a match.
I'll make up a foursome if it's bridge.
Oh, no, it's a bit fancy for me, love. I'm more your poker type.
Not tonight, love. I'm not up to it.
Oh, come on, be a sport. Give me a chance to win back that $5 million you won from me last week.
I said no. Why don't you listen to me? I'm tired. Don't you understand?
Well, sure, but I thought...
Oh, what's the point? I'm going to bed.
Bed? It's only 7:30. She's never done that before.
Maybe the company's not good enough for her.
Watch your mouth, Burns. What Smith does is her own affair, so keep your nose out of it.
All I said was...
I heard what you said, and you're way out of line, so shut up.
Pardon me for breathing, but I didn't know you liked her so much.
I respect Smith's right to privacy, and you'd better do the same. I'm not having a little punk like you making smart-ass cracks about her. You're not in the same class.
It's none of your business.
What did you say? Come on, out with it.
I said it's none of your business.
Well, that's just where you're wrong. Everything that goes on here is my business from now on. You'd better get that through your head right now. And that goes for the rest of you.
Well, I'll put the water on for some coffee. Are you sure you've had enough to eat?
Well, that depends on what you're offering for dessert.
Seriously?
Seriously, that was a really great meal.
Thank you. When I first left home, my mother gave me this little book entitled 50 Golden Ways with Eggs. It's come in very handy over the years.
You don't talk much about your past, though, do you?
No, well, I suppose that's because there's a lot I don't want to remember. You know, if I don't talk about it, it'll all go away.
Is that part of the reason why you've been giving me the brush off over the past couple of days?
I'm sorry, Jim. It's just that I have the knack of always picking the wrong man, or they pick me. I've already had a couple of disasters. I couldn't handle another one.
Oh, I've been called a lot of things in my time, but never a disaster before.
You know what I mean. I was interested in you from the start, but you really scared me off.
Me? How?
Well, you didn't give me time to get to know you. I didn't know which way to look. I don't want to get hurt again. I'm not ready for a commitment.
No, I don't think I want a commitment either.
So why did you come here tonight?
Right, for the omelette, of course.
Do you really like eggs, or are you just humouring me?
No. I love eggs. Especially for breakfast.
You're impossible.
Now, don't laugh at me, Janet. I'm serious. I really do love being with you.
Well, how do you like your eggs for breakfast?
Ah, and to me I get room service as well.
But you're dressed.
Beautiful and observant. What a combination.
But I'm not dressed and you're ready to go.
I think you look great just the way you are. Sorry, love, but I've got to get going.
Well, what about breakfast?
No, I haven't got time. I've got to go home and change. I'm back in uniform today, remember?
Well, at least have your coffee and say good morning properly.
Yeah. Sorry, love. Good morning. That's good.
The kiss or the coffee?
You all right this morning?
Oh, yes. Why wouldn't I be? I mean, only last night.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to thank you today. Last night was marvellous, really. The meal, the company, everything. I think it's what we both needed. But, well, all good things must come to an end. Business before pleasure and all that. See you later.
Oh, Jim, how nice to see you. Do come in.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Davison. I didn't realize you were here.
Yes, I am a bit early. Eager to get back into the job, I suppose.
I see.
Anyway, what about you? It's a bit early to start the day, isn't it? I hope you haven't been setting a precedent for me to follow.
No, not at all. It's just one or two things that I've got to sort out here.
I see. Well, why don't you sit down and tell me what's been happening? I know it sounds odd, but I really have missed this place.
Yes, I can imagine. Anyway, it's good to see you back.
Oh, I appreciate you saying so. But it seems I needn't have hurried. Obviously, Wentworth has been in very capable hands.
Thank you.
Not at all. The department has kept me posted on most of the major developments, but these last few weeks haven't been altogether easy. Yet you seem to have handled things very well.
Yes, we seem to have had more than our fair share of traumas recently.
Yes, the Goldman girl's suicide was extremely unfortunate. Still, you did all that you could.
Well, I wondered. I keep thinking that maybe I missed some sort of sign, that maybe somehow I could have prevented it.
Oh, it's easy to be wise in retrospect. I don't think anything you could have done would have changed the outcome. If it makes you feel any better, the department was extremely impressed with the way you handled the entire episode.
Really? I always thought that Douglas didn't have much time for me.
Well, if that was his opinion in the past, it certainly isn't now, which makes your resignation all the more regrettable.
Yes, well, I was going to talk to you about that, Mrs. Davidson. I've decided not to go through with it.
Oh, Jim, I am glad. I know you wanted that Barnhurst posting, but the position of Deputy Governor, it's extremely important, particularly at a prison like Wentworth.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now, I'm going to need an hour of your time later on today. I want to discuss staffing, and I'd like your opinion on several new ideas I have.
Well, we can talk about it now if you like. I'm not rusted on for an hour or so.
Oh, I'm afraid this morning's out of the question. Perhaps after lunch?
Well, whatever time suits you.
Incidentally, how's Lizzie Birdsworth getting on? I was sorry to miss her release. I hope she hasn't had any problems adjusting.
No, she seems to be settling in okay, though it's hard to tell with Lizzie sometimes.
Oh, good. Well, if that's all.
Yes, well, that seems to wrap it all up. I'll just collect some of my things.
Oh, good morning, sunshine. I'll be waiting for you. We'll have a talk.
Couldn't wait till breakfast. I've made up my bed yet, and if Pal catches me, she'll be on to me.
This won't take long. I've got a little job I want you to do.
What sort of job? I don't want to get into no trouble, Sandy.
Come on, you'd help a mate, wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
Well, that's all I'm asking you to do. And while you're helping one of us, you'll be giving the screws one in the eye too. So what do you reckon? Be in it? Good.
Well, I really think Edna's is the one to watch. I mean, she's not educated like Peterson. She's awfully bright. She seems determined to take over, and for some reason, B. Smith isn't lifting a finger to stop her.
Yes, that's what worries me. It doesn't sound like the B. Smith I know. I understand you get on quite well with her.
Well, she doesn't give me any trouble. I don't think she's as black as she's painted.
Perhaps. Anyway, I'm glad to see that you've adjusted to the position so well.
I wouldn't say that, Mrs. Davidson. I'm afraid I couldn't cope at all when I first arrived. I almost gave up and resigned.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. Well, let's hope you don't have any more doubts for the rest of your stay. Now, let's see what the ladies in the laundry are up to, shall we? Good morning, ladies.
Oh, Mrs. Davidson? Oh, you look real good after your break.
Well, thank you, Hazel. How's everything with you?
You know, could be better, I suppose.
Well, you know, I'm always willing to listen if you have any problems. And that applies to all of you. I see there are some new faces since I was last here. In time, I hope to speak to you all individually.
Mrs. Davidson, I don't think you know Edwards.
No, I don't believe so. Sandra, isn't it?
That's right.
And how are you settling into Wentworth?
Oh, well, it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live here.
Well, you'll just have to think of it as one long visit, won't you? Well, Doreen, how are you?
All right, I suppose.
Miss Conway tells me you're quite a budding artist.
Yeah, she reckons I am.
I believe you've entered an art exhibition.
Yeah.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Oh, well, I do need some charcoal, and I just thought...
Is it bad?
Oh, it's not good. I think Sister Franklin ought to see you.
Well, you better take it to the hospital straight away, Miss Conway.
Come on, Edwards.
Ow, that hurts. If you just keep the hand still for more than 2 seconds, I'd have it finished in no time. Well, go easy. Then this is supposed to be a hospital, not a bloody torture chamber.
Oh, Edwards, the pain can't be that bad.
Oh, I'm going to be scarred, aren't I?
Not necessarily. You have borderline second-degree burns. With the dressings I'm using, you may not even blister.
Don't talk about it. You're turning me stomach.
There we are. Good as new. Now, I'll have to change those dressings every 6 hours for the next day or so. After that, it should show a marked improvement.
Oh, well, what about the pain? How are you going to make the pain go away?
Edwards, you're young and healthy. Your pain threshold can't be that low.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is I'm in bloody agony and you've got to give me something. I mean, that was a steam press, you know, not